This is always fun. Everybody wants to go.
Can we get an update on passenger protection? Where does that stand, and are you going to move it?
Yeah, well, we're still having a lot of discussion within our caucus, of course, and had a great caucus on it last night. So I think we want to make sure that we're looking at the bill and making sure it does the appropriate things with regard to what the caucus is looking to do. So we're still having those discussions, and we'll have it back in committee this week. So,
are you expecting a floor vote?
Well, potentially. We're going to see how the members, we can continue to have that conversation with our members. So,
I heard word that basically if it has the votes, it'll come to the floor. If it doesn't, it won't.
Well, that's how we do any bill. So, if we have the votes, we'll get it to the floor. So, any other questions?
Transportation budget probably going to be amended tomorrow and move out of committee. Do you anticipate, I don't know, any other changes dealing with the revenue aspects? Obviously, there's been testimony about, we're still behind in how much money we have for the road repairs that are needed. There's also been some talk about the need for more for transit.
I'm not going to get into commenting on it because I still haven't met with Chairman McCauley and Chairman Smith on a lot of there's several amendments, as you can tell, that are going to come in the form of an omnibus amendment. So I want to reserve my comments until I get the opportunity to talk to them.
In the Senate, Senator Huffman proposing the new school voucher way of doing school vouchers. Have you had a chance to look at that? Do you have any thoughts on his?
Yeah, I've had a great conversation with Senator Huffman. I'm anxious to see how it continues to move through the process over in the Senate, and we'll be ready to take it up and continue to talk with Senate leadership and Senator Huffman as that bill progresses in the Senate.
Do you think it's important to make any changes do you see a need for any changes in the voucher program?
I think Senator Huffman's got some good points and areas of his bill that could potentially actually do really well for our state if we were able to enact it. So I think there are very valid areas to his bill. So I'm going to, like I said, we'll see how it continues through its process over there.
Any discussions on extraneous stuff that you guys might be doing in Sandusky, state-wise? Committee hearings, special.
I mean, I'm sure as time progresses, we'll probably look at maybe doing something here or there, but we haven't really gotten to the firm details of the whole day, what it looks like when we'll come up. It will probably affect our session for that week, so I doubt that we'll be up there, since I think it would be slated late afternoon or late evening. We probably won't be able to get back here for session, so that's probably our biggest hiccup right now, but I'm sure we will see if we can't, like we normally do, facilitate some things while we're up there.
Are you surprised by the vote on that? It seemed closer than it usually is.
No, we usually always have someone that stands up and has something to say about moving at the state of state. We've had it in Wilmington, we've had it in many other places. It is good for the communities. It's a great opportunity to see it come out into the different areas. So I'm very supportive of Representative Lawrence. Needs to try to get it up there, of course. So I get it. At the same time, it is addressed to the General Assembly, so I can see some members' angst, I guess.
On education, has there been any further discussion or any